Let's check out number 13 and 1-4. So it's asking us to find the center and radius of a circle with this equation. So we need to complete the squares so we can get the standard form of a circle. So I'm going to go ahead and group the x's together and group the y's together, and I'm going to move the 1 to the other side. So 2x squared plus 4x, I'm going to leave a gap because we're going to complete the square, plus 2y squared plus 16y equals -1. So we can factor out the 2, like for each group, or we could divide by 2. Either will work. So I could say 2x squared plus 2x, and then we'll complete the square inside the parentheses, plus 2y squared plus 8y, parentheses, equals -1. So when we complete the square, we need to get rid of the coefficient. So the x squared, the squared term needs to have a 1 on it. So now we're going to go ahead and complete each square just separately. So for the x's, what are we going to do? We're going to take the middle term, the 2, and divide it by 1, and we get 1. And then we go ahead and square it, and 1 squared is 1. So that is the number we're going to add and subtract. For the y's, we take the middle term, the b term, and divide by 2. So we get 4, and then we square that number, and we get 16. So that's the number we're going to add and subtract. Hopefully this reminds us of completing the square a little. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my perfect squares, which is the first 3 terms, and get rid of this last term. All right. So that's my perfect square. So 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. And then I'm going to distribute the 2. So then minus 2 times 1 for that -1. Plus 2y squared plus 8y plus 16 is my perfect square. And then minus 2 times 16 equals -1. So let's see, my perfect squares. So for the x's, we're going to get 2x plus 1 squared. And then for the y's, we'll come back to the constants. We'll get 2, and then what? We'll get y plus 4 squared, right? Because 4 times 4 is 16, and then 4 plus 4 is 8. And then we get minus 2 minus 32. So minus 34 equals -1, so add 34. And then it's not quite in circle form because of the 2's out front. So standard circle form. So the standard form, there's no constants. So we got to get rid of those constants. So we're going to go ahead and divide by that too. And now it looks like a circle. And I will let you find the radius and center.